Hey, Sam here. Welcome to this demo of HQ Webinar. This is a brand new webinar software that lets you run webinars live or automated right within the dashboard. Now, the difference between this one and the others is this one uses a new sort of technology that helps the streaming be a lot better quality. Instead of running through a central server, apparently it splits it up so it's decentralized, allowing it to run smoother and more faultlessly. Okay, now the main thing with this is it's like your typical webinar software, so you can run a live webinar, you can broadcast replays for your webinars, or you can run pre-recorded webinars as well, making it easier for those of you who don't want to get on a live call or running a specific sales script that you've already done. Now, setting these up is very, very simple. There's a lot of integration. Let's take a quick look at how you can do that today within the software in this quick walkthrough. So here I am in the dashboard. Okay, I've already set up a test webinar, a live one. I'm going to jump into app integration just to show you some of the integration. So you've got PayPal. This lets you run paid webinars. So if people want to access, they have to pay. It'll pick up the transaction in PayPal and then open up the webinar access for them as well. You can also integrate a number of your autoresponders as well to allow you to be able to collect leads from your webinar. Very simple, very easy. Now, if I go over into my events, I can see my upcoming webinars and pre-recorded webinars to go out as well. So what I can do is I'm going to click Create Webinar, and let's do a live webinar for the sake of this demo. Okay, so live webinar, webinar title, I'm just going to call this one the Sam Demo Webinar. I can choose my time zone, so I'm going to use New Zealand, that is where I am. My webinar picture, I can just upload an image that is relevant to my webinar. So if I have a landing page, I'm going to use this picture of snow that I have on my computer already. Okay, and I'm going to go down and crop that image. Okay, keep it quick for you guys. Now we've done that, we can put our webinar tags in as well if we want to, and then of course we can select the date. So this webinar could be 4th of July. We're going to do this one at 10:50 AM, and then I click Save. This sets up the webinar for me. Okay, once I've done all this, I've got a registration link for people to register from. I can edit the webinar description as well, upload the picture again, webinar tags, and then when I get down here, what's your chat preference for attendees? So private, or we can have them public. Do you want to redirect attendees after this webinar to maybe a sales page or something? You can do that. And do you want to make it free or paid? So if you put it onto paid, you can sync up with your PayPal API. Within this as well, you can see the email funnel. So you can see the confirmation 24 hours before, 1 hour before to get people in. You can put in webinar resources that can be handed out for people as well. You can view the registrations as you'd expect, add coordinators, so admins to be able to run this, and of course upload your own branding, color schemes, all these different things to make it a customizable experience. Once this is done, you can run the webinar. So I'll click join room, and hopefully even if this is one in the advance. So there we go. Yep, start your video mic, so I can click that, click start webinar. The webinar will start and you'll get the chat up on the right hand side as well. Very, very easy. Now to be able to do a pre-recorded one, if I go my events and I go create new webinar, pre-recorded webinar, all I need to do is upload my own video. So webinar video, I click browse here on the right. I will just find a random video. So I've got a demo video, old demo video from my computer. I can upload that, do my title, my tags, countdown timer to when it is going to be 15 minutes, and I click save. It'll spit out a page, so it'll simulate a countdown registration page as well. Now, if we jump out of this, go into recordings, it'll have your webinar recordings in there as well. Contacts people that have registered for your webinars too, so you can export them as your own. But basically, it's that easy to be able to either run a live webinar or a pre-recorded one using HQ.